I consider myself to be a pretty non-confrontational person. But this is too much. Now, I could have done this video sooner, but I got lazy. This happened like about maybe a week and a half ago, probably a little bit more, probably like 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Could be about 2 weeks. So, for those of you who are unaware, those of you who don't uh, go with the pay attention to the Genshin community and whatnot, there was an incident in their last live stream that the Chinese community did not take lightly to. And to be fair, neither did the Western community. But let me explain what happened. So Genshin does this live stream thing about every 2 months or something like that, where they explain what's going to happen in the next patch, new areas that are going to be released, new events, new character trailers, any domains that might be unlocked as well, stuff like that. And during their last live stream for the Chinese New Year, they said that they were going to be giving out extra rewards. Now, I have a feeling that if they didn't even say anything about it and just handed us the extra tree fates, this probably would not have happened quite as horribly as it did. Now, getting extra intertwined fates is already bad enough, but the way that they phrased it when they said that they were going to be giving everyone 3 extra fates felt, and I'm pretty sure this is like a widely accepted opinion, that it felt like a slap in the face. So, for context, they said to thank you for playing another year of Genshin Impact, we're going to be sending you 3 intertwined fates in the mail for everyone. If you guys, I'm pinching the bridge of my nose right now because they could have handled that so much better. Then the Chinese community got upset, understandably, and they began doing something about it. So, those of you who are unaware, China has their own China version of every social media. They have their own China version of WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, which you might have heard before actually. It's called Bilibili. And this is where the Chinese community posts their videos and stuff. Anyway, they went to Genshin's TikTok account, I believe. The Chinese version of Genshin, TikTok. And that official account lost then more than 1 million followers overnight. Now, when the Chinese community gets upset, they tend to do some really drastic things. Like at one point, they threatened the life of one of the other Hoyoverse game directors, because of some swimsuit nonsense, I think. But they are unhinged to the point where they're freaking scary. And then, from what I also heard, they also went review bombing other games and stuff, which feels like a repeat of what happened during the first anniversary of Genshin Impact. For those of you who are unaware, I'm also going to give you some context. During the very first anniversary of Genshin Impact, the rewards that were scheduled to be released to the players were not satisfactory, and I think both the Chinese community and the Western community got upset at this because Hoyoverse is a game company. They have other games under their arsenal. Honkai Impact the Third, Tears of Themis, Honkai Star Rail, and then they're going to be releasing Resilience Zone Zero sometime in the future. Basically, they had expectations going into this game, and the rewards that they would get and the game did not deliver. So the Western community specifically, I don't know if the Chinese community did anything this drastic, but the Western community went review bombing apps on the Google Play Store, gotcha games, I mean, and apps that had absolutely nothing to do with gaming or gotcha to begin with, like Google Home and Google Classroom. And from what I understand, for a few people from the gotcha gaming community, because they review bombed other gotcha games like Cookie Run Kingdom. For what I heard, some of the players from the gotcha community was like, "Wait, hold on, is this what's going on?" And then they were like, "We'll help you review bomb too," and it kind of escalated. Hoyoverse did take notice of this, and they backpedaled real hard, and they were like, "Hey, that's not all that we're going to be giving you. We also have this furnishing. We also have this really cool glider that has music notes on it, and we'll give you some extra perma jumps." How's that? The community was satiated very tentatively, I want to say. But I have seen, considering this year's rewards for Chinese New Year, this type of the way that they handled saying that they were going to give us three, mind you, just the 3 extra intertwined fates, as if that was some big thing. What is it? Honkai Star Rail got a free 5-star character like about 3 weeks ago, before they made this announcement, and everyone was upset, even more so because they got a free 5-star for the people who play both Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. The fact that we didn't get anything good, quote unquote good, was horrifying, because Genshin is one of their money makers. It's not like Hoyoverse is hurting for money. They are a multi-million-dollar game company. Not only does Genshin generate millions of dollars for them per year, but they also have other games that also generate them hundreds of millions of dollars per year. You know what I'm saying? It would not hurt to give us a selector of any standard 5-star character. It's not that hard. It's not gonna hurt their sales. Anyway, I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers also being like, we're not going to be... Hold on, let me just sit down. My feet are starting to hurt. I was squatting, mind you. I've seen some other YouTubers being like, we're not going to take this laying down. And as a player of Genshin for a little over 3 years now, literally playing from global release, I'm not that much of a Genshin YouTuber, but I at least want to put my voice out there and say that this is not acceptable. We're not happy with this. Not that I think anyone would actually look or listen to my video, So the worst thing I can think of to tell you guys is to play the game, but go completely free to play. Don't give them any money. They're already getting enough money from other games. Play the game. Sure, it has some problems. If you want to play, go ahead. I'm not forcing you or anything. Just don't give them any money. I've been playing for 3 years, and I've gotten pretty much every character that I ever wanted just by free to playing. It's just a case of enough time. If you don't get a character, they will rerun eventually, so just save up for when they rerun the next time, and you're probably guaranteed to get them at that point, because the amount of fates you would have saved up at that point, it will probably be like 2 characters guaranteed. So that's all I wanted to say. This is interesting. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and Jeanette